Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and we're looking at another incarnation of Desperado Barrel Dragon. This is a card that should likely see a lot of success after the ban list is live. He was really held down by Cocitas, however you want to say its name. He's gone now, we don't have to talk about him. So now we talk about Desperado. Now this deck used to be meta, definitely. People would run it all over the place because it really leans on counter traps. Now, it used to be very strong with Master of Destiny because Master of Destiny was a little easier to use. It has been nerfed before. It used to be just 5 coin monsters, and you already had 3 of them with Desperado, your Twin Barrel, and your Cup of Ace. So it was pretty easy to do. And now it requires 7. So it's a little more cumbersome on your deck, but you still pull it off. So the 7 we use are Desperado, obviously, Twin Barrel. We use Temperance. We don't use his coin flip. We use him as just the hand trap to take no damage, but he does count as a coin monster. We use Time Wizard. They're all searchable when you discard your Desperado barrels. So they can be super specific, like Time Wizard or Misjudge. We also have Cup of Ace, counts as a coin, and Fiend Comedian. Toss a coin and call it if you call it right. All your opponent's cards in the graveyard are removed from play immediately. If you call it wrong, send a number of cards equal to the cards in your graveyard from your deck to your graveyard. Not too bad, because if you mill your Desperado, like I said, you can search a Twin Barrel, you could search Time Wizard, you can search Temperance, or you can search Misjudge. So it does give you some options for some graveyards and some discards with Ultimate Providence. It doesn't stop the timing of his effect. And yeah, this is obviously pretty good against Shiranui and things like that, completely removing the graveyard, all the stuff through there, and Blast Spider just gets our boy out. Like I said, you're really leaning on counter traps, so we're using Ultimate Providence, Rebirth of Parshath, I'm sure you're familiar with what that does, and Dark Illusion. Can't be targeted by a spell or trap or monster effect that's targeting in dark. You get to negate it and destroy it, but usually you're going for the big Parshath negation to win duels. I mean, a single crippling Parshath can easily just win a duel super quick. People scoop versus this deck. I'm sure they all remember it. It's going to come into vogue once again. It's like the meta's just taking a little step backwards, and it's probably what it needed. So, trying out all these Desperado incarnations. This is definitely the most popular, like I said. I like to start with Machina because it's my favorite, but it's definitely underrated. But yeah, guys, great stuff for Desperado in the future with this ban list. Less Sun Sagas, less Coxius, more Desperados. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Oh, you know it was only a matter of time before you saw this, guys. It's a mirror match. This deck's going to get way more popular. Thing is, counter traps can't counter traps. So it's whoever makes the first move is going to lose, because we're just going to have tons of counter traps. I literally have 4 traps in my hand, 3 of them are counter traps. He sets a monster, sets 2 back row. I think I'll do the same thing. We set Ultimate Providence and Parshath, both live. Now, you gotta have 7 coin monsters, so that's where people are gonna vary. He uses Sasuke Samurai number 4. If this card battles a monster, toss a coin, call it. If you call it right, destroy it before without the effect. So he would have destroyed my Blast Spider, but he triggers an effect. That means we get to go first. We use the Parshath, throw away our Fiend Comedian, because we're not going to really need it versus this kind of deck. Turn that monster, bring out a Parshath. He still swings at the poor Blast Spider. He had a Blast Spider face down too, so it's really a mirror match. We don't even use the Cup of Ace, because I'm not going to run into any counter traps. So we just Unga Bunga swing through. He pulls and has to scoop. Just gotta tiptoe around counter traps, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. Going first. He's using Silent Magician Sleeve or Map, but like the baby Silent Magician. So we're gonna start with Cup of Ace. Easy +2. Or I guess it's technically a +1. We got Dark Illusion, Ultimate Providence, and our Spider with Desperado ready. Don't want to start with Misjudge, then he gets to choose what you negate, and we would have had to waste our head flips, negating a Cosmic Cyclone, but we just let him hit the Dark Illusion, it's all better. So now he's trying to do a Senatus. We use our Ultimate Providence, throw away the Desperado, that way we get a search coin monster, we search our Temperance, because we're already going to normal summon our Misjudge, and our Misjudge is going to be able to stop any potential hand traps our boy can have. So that's why we want to use the Misjudge second, instead of opening with that Misjudge and losing her to a Cosmic Cyclone. We get to get the 2 guaranteed heads versus a Karibo and finish him off for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's the Paradox Brothers. We're going first. No silver map for our boy over there. We have finally changed our sleeve and mat. So we got a live Rebirth of Parshath and a live Ultimate Providence. I like throwing away our Desperado Barrel Dragons with Ultimate Providence because we get his search even with the counter. It still doesn't miss the timing of his search. Still works out pretty well. You get to search whatever coin monster you want. Here he does use his Nemesis Warrior. I was afraid he was just going to keep swinging, but we had to play our drawn card confidently even when we're not using it. So we hit him with the Parshath. That's going to return the Nemesis Warrior, bring out a Parshath. His turn once again, summons another Nemesis Warrior, tries to use his effect again, did not learn from the first time. This time we hit him with the Ultimate Providence, throw away our Desperado Barrel Dragon. Now we can search things like Twin Barrel Dragon, we could search our Misjudge. We go with the Twin Barrel. We could have beat the Labyrinth Wall without Twin Barrel anyway. We could have just switched it with the Parshath's effect and then had a Misjudge to fall back. But I chose the aggressive route with the Twin Barrel. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a new Axel. Going first. No sleeve or mat for our boy. We have him on our sleeve and mat. 2 Parshath, Misjudge. That's a very crippling starting hand. I don't like to leave a Misjudge face up necessarily, because then your opponent gets to choose what she negates. But we're actually going to hit this Alistair with our Parshath, not Misjudge. That way we get our Parshath, our Misjudge is still live in case he still has an invocation in his hand or something wacky like that. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Luna. Going first. Our boy is using a very stylish sleeve and mat combo of those little retro striped colors over there. Very cool sleeve and mat. So we're starting with a bunch of traps. We have a Fiend Comedian and a live Parshath. We set our Blast Spider. We kept our Dark Illusion in hand just so we could do this. Parshath the Shiranui, even with this guy's stylish sleeve and mat. We had to hit him with it. There's a Parshath, obviously Blast Spider. It's a perfect 1400. Now I was anticipating it's Shiranui, so you're going to have to cut through a ton of back row. Fiend Comedian is just waiting to follow up on the Shiranui. Whenever their graveyard's ready, we just hit them with our Fiend Comedian. And we have Blast Spiders, so if they got destroyed by like a Regeki Break or Ballista Squad, we'd still have our Desperado come out. So we're in a really good position, even against what's likely not even a banlist friendly deck. But it was bluffs or something, or it really was Ballista Squads, and he gets nowhere. We hit him for easy lethal. But yeah, guys, Desperado's always been a pretty solid rogue deck for a while. That's how I see Noble Knights slotting in as like a Desperado, like not really killing it, but a very solid, consistent rogue deck. You're going to see climbing through Cog, get it to Cog, all sorts of stuff. Really easy. The only really popular way to play Desperado still would be Cyberdark, but I feel like Cyberdark's probably the worst way. We'll see how I feel about it if I make a video for it. But till then, guys, hope you're enjoying the pre-ban list decks we're trying to get ready for, see what goes through, and thanks for watching.